Hello besties, let me explain. Guys, I know a lot of you have been so concerned about me not posting content on my YouTube channel as regularly as I do post. So most of you are asking me, am I quitting YouTube? What's going on with me? Is everything okay? Guys, about me quitting YouTube is a yes and no. I'm in between. Yes, considering the fact that YouTube is not my full-time job and I only get to post on YouTube whenever my lifestyle permits. No, being that I love to document my life journey, and doing YouTube is a hobby, so I enjoy sharing some moments with you guys because I do love traveling. I'm a family person. I do lifestyle content, so I love to share all those little memories in my life. Maybe get to motivate someone out there through my lifestyle, and also to just like build community, to build an online community, because I believe in networking. So I'm not quitting YouTube. I'm just posting there whenever life permits me to do so. But of late I've not been so consistent. I think it took me almost like a month or two without me posting on YouTube because life has not been kind on me. So guys, as we know, when the New Year's begin, we all make a New Year's resolution, and so I made my New Year's resolution. My New Year's resolution was to travel more, create more content, do a lot of collaboration, build my community so that I can have organic, loving, and people who are just eager to watch my content whenever I put it out there. That was my New Year's resolution. But as time goes by, I've been hit with things after things after things. Life decided to throw us another ball, which I could not dodge than just receive it with grace and mercy and navigate through this beautiful journey we call life. It's been a roller coaster beginning of this year. This is a video that I'm doing for you guys as a life update of what has been happening in my life since the year began. Guys, I can say this has been my worst years of my life. Also, yet my worst year since I started YouTube. And I just had to take like my mental break for me to be okay before I can get back on social media to create content and to socialize and mingle with people, because I felt like I was not in a good headspace. I was not radiating good energy for me to share with my lovely people, my lovely community that really loves and respects and adores me. So it was just okay for me to take my mental break to heal fast before I can come back and start, creating content for you guys. The year was good until February, because February was Valentine's Day and I received gifts. Who doesn't like gifts? Yeah. So that was a plus for me. This is a shout out for my husband. At this moment, this is a shout out for my husband. Like, he's a good husband. Like, he makes sure that we're well taken care of before himself and before anything else. So shout out to you, baby. If you see this video, give it a like. Valentine passed by. Your girl was happy because she was having her present. Then as we progressed towards end of February, beginning of March, I started getting sick. Started having like a lot of like migraines, stomachache, backache. My body was not just in the best health. Today I will complain about headache. Tomorrow I'm complaining about backache. The next day my toe is hurting. The next day my hair is hurting. Everything was hurting from my hair to my toe. Everything was hurting. So it came to a point like I also had to reduce my workload going to work, so I had to stay home more, get more rest. I was listening to my body. I was trying to focus on my body. So as March goes by, I think it was on the 5th, between 5th and 10th of March, I started having symptoms where I was throwing up more. I was not eating well, still having the headache. Everything was grossing me out. All those pregnancy symptoms. I decided to go and buy a pregnancy kit, and I did the pregnancy tests at work. I was with one of my colleagues. So the pregnancy test stated that it takes 1 to 3 minutes for it to show your result. Guys, that pregnancy test did not take more than 10 seconds and it showed I was pregnant. At that point, I was happy, my bestie was happy, and we are like, this woman is going to be a mom of 2. I was super excited. But guys, I was not just super excited for me and my family, I was super excited for Michael, because Michael is such a loving, jovial, kind person, and I knew he's gonna make a great brother to the little one, either baby sister or baby brother, to a point that immediately I told my son, mommy has a baby in her belly. Michael gave the baby a name, and the baby's name was Happy. Each and every time you ask him, what is your brother's name or your sister's name, he will say Happy. So the baby's name was Happy. So I was happy. Yes, I was happy because I had Happy in my tummy. So at this point, I'm overjoyed, and I'm just like, you know what? No, because I took that pregnancy test that it has the positive and the negative sign, but it was showing the positive meaning you're positive, like you're expecting, you know. Then I was like, you know what? No, that is not correct. So I was in denial. I was like, no, it can't be. It can't be. So I had to go and buy the other digital one that shows you the wordings like you're pregnant or you're not pregnant. So I went and bought those ones, and this time I did it at home in my bathroom. So I went, took the pregnancy test for the second time, and your girl was still pregnant. It was showing positive. At this point, it's starting to come back to me. I'm like, yeah, like my body has been acting weird for the past weeks because I've been sick, I've been sleeping, I've been having nausea, all those stuff. But I don't want to tell my husband because I don't want to give him false hope. So I'm just playing it low. I'm playing it low, complaining but not complaining at the same time. But my husband knows me so well, and he suspected that I was expecting. I take my test, it comes out positive. I don't tell him, and I'm so guilty because this girl, I cannot keep this news for more than 24 hours, but I managed to keep it for 3 days until I had to go to the doctor, like to my primary doctor. Because here when you're expecting, you have to go to your primary doctor, then your primary doctor is going to assign you to a gynecologist. So I went to my primary doctor, they did a urine pregnancy, and it was like, yes girl, you're expecting, congratulations. Yeah, we went to the gynecologist, and at this point I didn't want to go by myself. I wanted to go with my sweetie, but since my doctor had already confirmed that I'm positive, I had to tell my hubby. Be telling my husband that I'm expecting our second child. Guys, pray for me. I'm hoping this surprise goes well, but I'm so nervous as a wreck. I took the test, was it like 3 days ago, and I've been dying to tell him ever since. So I've been thinking of a way to surprise him. I don't want to do something like dramatic to surprise him. I just want it to be like simple and intimate. So I told him we're expecting, and I did like a nice surprise for him. The same clothes I used to tell him that I was expecting with Michael, that is the same surprise I pulled for him. But I was like, you know what, I have a present for you, I need you to help me open this present. And voila, the clothes were there and the pregnancy test, and he was super happy. So he took me out for dinner, and we were planning on how we're gonna surprise my mom-in-law and my dad-in-law. But this time, since my mom is not here, I called my mom and I let my mom know, and my mom was so happy. She started praying for me because my mom is so prayerful and she loves her grandkids so much. So I told my mom was super happy, my dad was super happy. So we told family and friends, we told my mom-in-law, and everybody was happy. So at this point, as they say, each and every pregnancy is different, guys. Yes, each and every pregnancy is different, but this pregnancy was totally different because I was sleeping all the time. The nausea was on another level, to a point that I had to choose what my husband has to wear, the soap my husband has to use. Like, I didn't want anything with a scent. I love to do my son's hair. All the products that I bought for me to use in his hair comes to me, he lays on me, I smell his hair. I'm like, no, just go to your dad. Like, I cannot even smell his hair. That was how bad this pregnancy was. I go to the doctor and I was just like, not eating well. I'm super nauseated. So they prescribed me a medication that will help me with nausea. And at this point, I was just having a lot of pain. I was having back aches, to a point that by the time I was 10 weeks, I was having like a severe sciatic nerve. So at this point, I'm just using painkillers to sustain the pain, because this sciatic nerve was so bad to a point that I could not walk. So walking was a problem, sitting was a problem, sleeping was a problem. I was just in a lot of pain. So we go back to the doctor, but since I'm expecting, they cannot give me something more strong, you know. I could just do like Tylenol, because they don't want to give me something strong that will harm the baby. So I was just managing the pain by my husband like massaging me having like the pregnancy pillow to sleep on, to a point that I had to also buy a pregnancy belt, but it's unfortunate I never used it. So I continued experiencing this pain. Now I reduced going to work. So one day I was at work, and remember, I'm not eating, and at times I'll eat very little. Even drinking water was a problem. My water could not go down the throat, it will just come back out. So I had to drink soda water, and I had to mix lemon and salt in it for me to be able to drink it. So it was just so difficult, my first trimester. So one day I went to work and I just passed out. I just passed out. The next thing I know, I was in the hospital. I was dehydrated. I had like a drip on me. They were just monitoring, but everybody's concerned about the baby. Is the baby okay? And everything was okay. So time goes by. My worst symptoms started just coming down, and I was now manageable. Like, I could start eating more. My headaches were gone because I was having a lot of rest. The doctor gave me what they called pelvic rest. After I passed out and they took me to the hospital, I was requested to do a pelvic rest. Pelvic rest meaning I just have to sit in the house, not do anything, but just to let my body recuperate. So I stayed in the house for like a week, and I was tired. I was like, I don't feel like staying in the house anymore because I was going crazy. I'm not this kind of person who can just sit at one place and everything is okay. No, I need to do something. So I was so tired of sitting in the house. So I decided to like go back to work, but I was doing like light duty work where I'm not like walking a lot. I just had to sit down and do my job. So that happened, but whatever kept on not even improving was my sciatic nerve, where I could not walk. Even at times when I'm with my son will come and ask me, "Mommy, are you not?" Like, my son will always like look at me, and he knows when I'm in pain. So he will come and help me out when I want to go to the bathroom. He will just come and give me his little hand and be like, "Mommy, I got you. Mommy, I'm gonna help you out." Like, he was my little helper. My mom-in-law and my dad-in-law were there for me all the time, just watching over me to make sure that I'm okay, in case the pain was not bearable. That's when like they will call my husband for them to come and take me to the hospital. But I was trying to be as strong as possible for everybody, because I'm not this kind of a person who loves to bother people. I love to do things by myself, and I just hate feeling help. And that is what I've always prayed for, good health. For the sciatic pain nerve, it came in early at 10 weeks, while I've experienced this when I'm almost like 36 weeks. So nothing was adding up. So I went to them. I kept on going for my regular like pregnancy checkup. guys, and each and every time I go to that room, I'm losing weight instead of me gaining weight. I'm losing weight. So I'm googling, I'm like, is it because I'm not eating, or what, like what's going on? But I'm trying my level best to eat just for the sake of the baby. Nothing was adding up. So I kept hope and faith alive because everything was okay. The baby was healthy, but the shock came in when now I just finished my first trimester and I'm now going to my second trimester.